cards right for old Jim Perry, you'll win more cash than you can carry on Cut Shark. And here's the host of Cut Shark, Jim Perry.
Thank you, Lois.
Old Jim Perry? Old Jim Perry?
Welcome to Card Shark.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And welcome to our turnabout with some of the fine MCs playing for their favorite charities. Hope you've been with us for the last 2.5 weeks. First, I want to thank R.G. Voorhees of Alton, Missouri for the opening poem, watching on KYTV Channel 3. And here's the way we stand right now. From the original 8 fine television MCs, 4 have been retired from the tournament. We are down to 4. And from this 4, 2 will play off for, in addition to all the money that they're winning now for their charity, an additional $25,000. So the 2 highest are going to come back. And right now, very close. Gene Rayburn with $5,675. Alex Trebek, $10,150. Bill Cullen, $6,800. And Jack Clark, $5,175. We're in the second half of this round robin. It's very close. Let's get back to business. We'll open up the board, get to the cards, and we'll welcome in their match Alex Trebek and Bill Cullen. It's very close here. Very close.
Well, let's turn the air conditioner on.
Good to have you both back.
Alex uses a Japanese system when he plays.
Oh, yes?
I won't tell you what it is because it might work for me.
Okay. First of all, who are you playing for, sir?
I am playing for the Associates of ICANN, the Interagency Council on Child Abuse and Neglect.
Good group. And Bill?
I am playing for the Salvation Army, if they will still have me after the way I played those last money cards.
Okay. Don't playing good. Now you're making money for them. That's nice. And somebody, a great, well-worth charity, is going to get an additional $25,000. Here we go. Let's pick up. We play the best 2 out of 3. As we left off, Bill, who is bemoaning a little bit, is still in the lead. He has game number 1. Alex needs game 2, and he's got a little bit of an edge. He's moved over now with a 7 as his base card, needing 2 cards to tie things up. Bill, with a good base card, a queen, needs 4 for the win, and another crack of the money for the Salvation Army.
All right.
As we left off, Bill, the question to you. Bill, we asked 100 pregnant women. Did this pregnancy come as a surprise? How many women were surprised to discover they were pregnant?
To this day, I can't get over it. The surprise, I mean.
Yeah.
I would say out of 100 today's women, I would say about lower. 24 were surprised.
24 out of 100 women were surprised to discover they were pregnant. Higher or lower?
Nice low number.
I would say, I love Bill's line, today's women. If they were yesterday's women or a generation ago, they wouldn't be that would be a long pregnancy.
That's a long pregnancy. That's a lot of carrying.
20-year carry. Well, some banks have carried me that long. How about lower?
Lower. All right. If it's lower, you'll play your cards.
A lot of work on my tongue to get that out.
The actual number of women who were surprised to discover they were pregnant is 48. Not lower. It's higher. Bill Cullen has it. And Bill,
you better
got a
sex
queen.
education in schools.
Oh, I'm going to work with that queen, and I am going to say higher. Lower, I'm going to say lower. What am I doing?
You could say higher if you'd like.
That's what I get for working with a queen. Lower, Jim.
Lower. It is a 10.
Beautiful. Look where Alex is. Lower.
He's going to risk it lower. It is a 2.
Higher, Jim.
Higher than a 2 at 8.
Higher, Jim.
You're going to risk
We're
it.
going to end this
Trying
right
to go
here.
all the way.
And
He did it. That is the second time he has taken an incredible chance where he could have gone all the way back to the base card, and you were right with that middle card, the 8.
goes to show
I don't want to
I
hear
know
about it.
nothing.
I don't want to hear about it.
Alex, we'll see you a little later. You still have $10,150. Bill Cullen goes for a lot more for the Salvation Army right after this. Back with Bill Cullen. Now, you were lucky over there. Let's be lucky over here.
I want my luck to hold.
Did the cards feel good when you cut them?
They felt marvelous. A little big. I tried to palm one. Almost broke my arm. No. Very large.
Here's
card.
$200, Bill. And here come Lois and Melinda to deal out the cards. And we're going to give you $200 of new money. I almost walked over there. There was no cards there for me to play with. However, if I walked over now, there would be Lois and Melinda there. That's 3 cards on the bottom line. 200 on the second level and another 3 cards. Remember, the minimum bet's $50. Top bet, big bet, you must risk at least half the money. Good luck, Bill. Let's do it.
Thank you.
And remember, you can change that base card if you need to on each level. Thank you, Melinda. 200 and a 2.
That is a good card. That is a good card. I might as well start, I got to save some. $150 higher.
Being very conservative with the 2.
Stay in the
150
game.
higher. And a 3. Good job.
$300 higher.
$300 higher than a 3. Yes, a king, another good card.
The last time the king did it to me, recall that? The king,
Right, you have a double king.
$600 lower.
Well, you've been, so far, holding back 50's been good for you, so he's going to hold back 50 again. 600 lower. And he's right again. And still a good card. When we move it up and give you the other 200, Bill, you are already up to, I believe it's $1,450, yeah? What are you going to do?
1,000 higher.
Keep up the good work. $1,000 higher. And an ace! $2,450 and an ace.
2,000 lower.
$2,000 lower than an ace. A yes and a king. Now, 1 king is gone, 1 ace is out. There are 3 aces and 2 more kings. 5 cards could hurt you in this
That
deck.
could murder me.
$4,450.
If this were my own money, I'd go the bundle, but it's not my own money. I am now, forgive me, working to help someone. So instead, what I'm going to do is bet $450 lower.
450?
450.
It's your.
Wait a minute. Can I change?
You can indeed.
All right. Because I'm not going to get a better card than that no matter what happens. $4,000 higher, lower.
Rightly or wrongly, and as I say, there are 5 cards that could hurt you, but rightly or wrongly, I know you're trying to be conservative for your charity, but you must also remember that if you are the highest scorer, your charity gets another $25,000. So you have to go for that too.
4,000.
So he says $4,000, and he says lower, and he's right. And still a good card. With $8,450, we move up to 4. All right, Bill, you've got to bet $4,225. $8,450 is yours.
Freeze. Okay, $8,450. I have to bet half.
You have to bet $4,225.
I'm going to bet just half. I'm going to bet half higher.
Well,
half
I must say, it will put him, I believe, in the lead financially by betting half. He will be ahead anyway with that $4,225. But right now, most importantly, for the Salvation Army, let's add another over $4,000. Be there higher. Yes! $12,675. That's the important thing, the money for the Salvation Army. Way to go, Bill. And Bill Cullen does move into the lead right now. How much money has he got for the Salvation Army? $19,575.
There you are.
We'll be right back with Gene Rayburn and Jack Clark right after this. Thank you, Gene. Do come down and join us. We're dealing out 2 brand new decks of cards now, Lois, if you will. And we welcome back 2 fine gentlemen and fine players, Jack Clark and Gene Rayburn.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Do well, my friend.
Now, we have an interesting position here as we're in the second half of the round robin. And, of course, Bill Cullen went way over the top with a lot of money right now.
Did he do that right?
And remember, the 2 highest are coming back to play for that additional $25,000. Here's the way we stand now. You both doing very well. Jack, you've got $5,175. Gene, $5,675. Alex Trebek has a fraction over $10,000. So very possibly right now with this match, one of you, if you had a good money cards, could move into second place and get in the crack at that $25,000.
I'm so excited.
Oh, good. Who are you playing for?
I'm playing for the National Committee for the Prevention of Child Abuse.
And Gene?
World Population Control, Planned Parenthood.
All right, let's get to it. Good luck to both of you.
Thank you.
Hope you gave those cards a good cut. I saw you cutting them.
Yeah.
So I had the best 2 and a 3 with a question to you, Jack.
Thank you.
Jack, more and more engaged couples are signing contracts that divide up their property in case they get divorced. So we asked 100 marriage counselors, if a couple signs that kind of contract, are they more likely to get divorced? How many marriage counselors said, yes, a couple who signs a property settlement contract are more likely to get divorced?
Interesting kind of double think on that, isn't it? If they know that the thing is all settled, therefore says, well, what the heck, we'll cash it in and split, huh?
Are they more likely to do so?
I think not. I'm going to go on the low side for reasons that escape me.
But I'm sure they're brilliant.
42.
42 out of 100 say they're more likely to get a divorce, Gene.
Make up your mind, will you? So would you repeat the question?
How many marriage counselors said a couple who signs a property settlement contract before marriage are likely to get a divorce? More likely to get a divorce? He said 42.
I say it's lower than 42.
42. Lower.
I'm going to say it's lower.
It's interesting, yeah, because we're saying what kind of approach are you giving the marriage by signing a contract like that beforehand? 42 and lower. The actual number of marriage counselors said a couple who signs a property settlement contract are more likely to get divorced is 28. Gene is right. It is even lower. It is not a mitigating circumstance in the relationship, obviously. Gene, you've got a queen.
That's a beauty. Isn't that a lovely card?
It is indeed.
All right. I'll say it's going to go lower.
Lower than a queen. Yes, a 6.
6. All right, let's go higher with the next one.
He's going to risk it, and he's right with a jack.
Okay, let's go down.
Risking it lower, and he's right again with a 5.
Behind Gene.
Now.
One card is all I need now. Higher!
So it's all the way back to the base card or game 1 if this is higher, and it is. Gene goes all the way. Gene Rayburn is a gambling man. When he won the Gene, Jackie played that one terrific.
Wasn't that terrific? I feel like I just got hit by a truck.
Same 2 decks of cards. Next card's off the top of the deck, and obviously Jack had a good look at the cards that went away. So, all right, we start game 2.
4 aces. You remember there are 4 aces? The 4 twos are already gone,
They're already
Jack.
gone. I'll never know.
Question to you, Gene. Gene, we found 100 women who are professional truck drivers, and we asked them, when you drive by a good-looking man, do you ever whistle at him? How many women truckers said, yeah, they whistle at a good-looking man?
Well, I have a CB in my car, and I've driven across the country, and I've encountered a lot of those professional women truck drivers. And many of them are bold, I would say. So I'll say 2. No, I'm only...
That's the 2 you met when you were coming across.
I would say that it would be a median figure, somewhere around 48 or something like that.
Would you say 48 then?
Yeah, 48.
48, he says. Whistle at
the
men.
old median whistle call, huh? I see. Well, I don't know whether boldness has that much to do with it. I guess if they wanted to, they would. Anybody would, wouldn't they? But I don't think that many actually do. So I'm going lower. Yes.
You say lower than that?
I think you're right.
Gene agrees with Jack.
Yeah.
The actual number of women truckers who whistle at a good-looking man is 41, just a little lower. They whistle a lot more than you know. Well, now we'll see if Jack can do what Gene did. He's got a 6.
I am going to change that card.
See if he can improve it. He won the question, and a 5 is better.
That's a lot better. Higher.
Higher than a 5. Another 5. And right away, Gene has a free chance at a queen.
All right. That's how I started last time with a queen.
That's right.
Queens love me.
I've been talking to you about that, Gene.
I'll take a shot and go lower.
Lower, he says. Lower it is a 2.
How can you do that? Now, you don't have to tell me higher when it's a 2. I know to go higher when it's a 2, you dingbat. Higher.
Higher, he says. A king.
King.
What's going on here?
All right, let's go down.
Lower. A jack.
All right. The same spot I was in last time.
Same one.
Jack. Down
He's
we
going
go.
to try to do it again, and he did. Gene Rayburn goes all the way. Whoa. Jack Clark, we'll see you in a little while. You got $5,175 so far.
Thank heavens I left the motor running.
Gene Rayburn. He's going to try to see if he can do what Bill Cullen did for Planned Parenthood. Right, actually, Bill didn't do it for Planned Parenthood. We'll be right back after this. All righty, hello there. Just sliding over here.
Yeah, just say a word.
Sir.
You know, the world, many people in the world today think that things are difficult, that they couldn't get worse. But there have been other times in the history of human civilization when they were just as bad. But we're faced with something now in the population explosion around the world that by the end of this century may become insoluble. We are in a position where we can't grow enough food to feed all the people. And that's one of the reasons why I'm supporting world population control and Planned Parenthood.
It's obvious you feel very strongly about that.
We've got to do something about that.
Well, right now, what we're going to do about it is try to make some money.
Let's do that.
You cut those cards?
Yes, I did indeed.
They have been dealt out in front of the studio audience.
Right.
For any new viewers, we have already explained the rules.
Yes, indeed.
I'd love to see you do what Bill did, do even better.
Yes.
Here's
now.
$200. Come on,
All right.
Gene. Let's do it. Let's see if we can start him off with a good one, Melinda. Gene has 200 and a
Thank you,
jack.
Melinda. That's kind of you.
You want the jack?
I'll go down with the jack.
You're going to play the
And
jack?
I'm going to bet $150, and it's going to be lower.
All right. That's a gutsy move because there are a lot of queens, kings,
I know
and
it,
aces
but I
out.
did it over there. I can do it here.
Let's see if we can do it again. $150 lower. He's right.
Right.
Man has confidence, and he was right.
I have to keep that card?
You must play that one. Yeah.
Must play that card.
So you move up to the next level. You're on your own. $350 and a 7.
All right. Let's bet $50 that it's going to be higher.
It's a good bet, a minimum bet on a near middle card higher. And as a result, a good card only cost you $50. 300 and a 3.
Bet $250 that it will be higher.
250. Higher than a 3. Yes, with a 10.
10.
Cards were not too good on this line,
No,
but
they
you
weren't.
played them very well.
Thank you.
$550, and we'll give you the other 200 when we move up to 10. Do you want it?
No, I don't want the 10.
All right. See if we can make a good change. Come on. Oh,
8.
up the
That's
middle.
worse than the 10.
That's about as bad as you
Melinda,
can
I
get.
told you not to give me the 8. Well, this is going to be a minimum bet of $50 that it's going to be lower.
$50 lower. Down to 700 with a 9.
The rotten card, $50 and it's going to be lower.
Let's see. You've had one good card. Let's see another good one right now. Lower. Well, you saw a good card finally. With a king, you've got $650 and a good card.
I am going to bet $600 that the next card will be lower.
$600 lower than a king. He's right.
7.
$12.50, and we move up to 7. Do you want it for the big bet?
I have to take that card.
You can change it.
Well, let's change a 7.
All right, let's see if we can improve it. Come on, for the big bet. Gene has an 8. Now, just a second. Let me stop here just a second before we make this big bet. How much money does Gene have at this point? All right. Okay, you got $5,875. You've got $12.50 here. You must bet at least $625. You could as much as double it. What are you going to do?
Well, $12.50 is a small amount. I'm going to risk all of it. And I'm going to say the next card will be lower.
It would be lovely to double it.
And I don't want to see another ace.
Okay, let's not see another ace. Let's see something lower. Yes! $2,500 for Gene Rayburn's favorite charity. Nice job on that, Gene. Nicely done. Come on down here. Good job. And $8,375 Gene has raised for Planned Parenthood. We'll be right back right after this.
On the next Card Sharks Turnabout Tournament, 4 hosts remain with Jack and Gene in a third-place playoff. Then Bill and Alex go for the win. Tomorrow night at 8.
All right. Now, we have gone round robin with our players, and we are down to this now that we know who the 2 highest are. They're going to come back and play for the additional $25,000. And the other 2 gentlemen are going to play one more match, and they'll add some more money for their favorite charity. And here's the way it finishes up at this point. Oddly enough, we're going to have a couple of people out here you just saw a little while ago, because Jack Clark with $5,175 and Gene Rayburn didn't quite make it with $8,375. They're going to play a match now once again for their favorite charity. And after that, we will then have the finals, and it'll be with $19,575 Bill Cullen and with $10,150 Alex Trebek. So right now, Gene Rayburn and Jack Clark for the consolation match, if you will. Trying to make a little more money?
Yeah, darn right.
Gene?
If he'll let me, this guy's so mean.
You had some tough cards over there.
8s and 9s and 7s.
Because you came within less than $2,000 of beating Alex, and that's what I wanted to find out with that top ace, but you didn't quite have enough money for it, no.
I went for it all.
You did right. You did right.
Didn't have enough to bet
You have
with.
both made good money. We want to see if we can make a little more for your favorite charity tomorrow, okay? So
All right.
we'll play the consolation match then. And listen, I thank all of you. As a matter of fact, at this point, if I have a second, I want to thank all 8 of our great MCs who have done so well for their favorite charity. Thank you for joining us. People today from Providence, Rhode Island, and Tampa, Florida joined us. We'll see you tomorrow on Card Shark.
Some members of the studio audience will receive Hoover's new Decade 80 vacuum cleaner with deep cleaning action, leaves carpets really clean. Full-time edge cleaning gets up to baseboards. The Decade 80, furnished by the Hoover Company. A tray and Lipton egg noodles and sauce. A 7-minute one-pot side dish that fits perfectly with everything and comes in 4 tempting flavors from Lipton. From Mr. Coffee, a gift pack featuring America's #1 coffee maker and genuine Mr. Coffee accessories with an extra camera and Mr. Coffee filters. Cooking and cleanup are quick and easy with Sunbeams multi-cooker, electric fry pan, porcelain exterior, Silverstone interior. Silverstone spells durability. Electric scissors and wear Playtex living gloves every day for any household chore to protect your beautiful hands. They help make your hands look like they never do. Housework Playtex. Servette and Pledge furniture polish gives your furniture a clean, clear, more beautiful shine. Try Pledge. Brings out the beauty every time you dust. Serving tray and Corning plant helpers. They're designed to help your house plants grow bigger and healthier than in clay or plastic pots. Plant helpers by Corning. This is Gene Woods speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
This is our